What is up, everyone? Jay here with another Fire Emblem Heroes summoning video, and today I'm going to be summoning on the Wind Tribe banner to try and plus 10 Catria, because she is my favorite White Wing and her art is adorable, and she's a blue bow, which is pretty cool because I don't really have a plus 10 blue bow. The only other one I've considered building was Summer Alincia, but I never merged her up. So Catria here would be amazing to add to my Arcanea collection, and now that I'm thinking about it, I think I've plus 10'd pretty much almost every Arcanea seasonal demote so far, except for Hatari Zane. I finished Summer Ogma a few months ago. I've done one for Young Marth, obviously, and then also Halloween Naga. That was the last time I did a summoning video for a seasonal demote. So there might be, maybe I'm missing one or two Arcanea seasonal demotes, but those are the ones. Either way, I've done most of them, so I want to add Catria to the list, and of course she's my favorite White Wing, and her being a blue bow really helps with my roster because I don't really have a highly merged blue bow unit. And she's a pretty good demote. She's got amazing speed, pretty good attack, of course, as well. I mean, it's modern stats, right? And she has a really good bow that could also be good for a lot of other bow units. And this bow gives no panic and no follow-up. This makes me a bit sad because I wish Brave Martha Fine came with no panic. But this bow is pretty darn good. But I might give her, I don't know exactly what build I'm going to do if I do complete her to plus 10, but I'm thinking of Guidance 4 with Arcane Astrond. I want to do Dark Bow, but unfortunately Flyers have the stupid restriction. They can't use Flashing Blade skills, so she can't get Flash Sparrow, which really blows, but either way, I'll figure it out. She has some build options for sure. So let's get into the summoning session. Hopefully I get some good luck here. As you can see, I have 528 orbs, so it should take, well, I guess I shouldn't say should, but it generally takes like 300 to 400 orbs to get a seasonal demote to plus 10. And, you know, I've done this a couple times before, as I mentioned earlier. So hopefully we can get 11 Catrias with, you know, maybe at least 100 orbs remaining. And the other priorities include Dagger, because I love Dagger. She's one of my favorite OCs. Her art's amazing. And she's a pretty cool unit with the Pathfinder status that she can give to people. And then Claude as well. I like Claude. His art is good. But I kind of want him for the attack speed Prime, because Prime would be kind of cool to use on Brave Marth just to maximize his potential, because I do have him at plus 10. Even though I do already have this in attack speed solo, this would be kind of a cool option if I can get Claude. But at the same time, Claude is so good. He's such a crazy unit that I don't even know if I want to fodder him. But we'll see how the summons goes on the way to the Spark. So let's go ahead and try to plus 10 Catria here, get the 11 copies that we need. So hopefully we get some good luck here. We get one blue stone, we'll pull that for the free pull and see if we can get a Catria right off the bat. That would be great. Nope, we're not gonna get it. We get Odin. And speaking of Odin and blue tomes, you know, the Arcane blue tome has just been leaked. Well, it's on Plumeria. Spoiler alert, I'm pretty sure she's in the Tempest. I actually haven't even done Tempest yet. But yeah, the Arcane Blue Tome is pretty cool. I kind of wish it was a little bit, I don't know, it has guaranteed follow-up, which is great, of course, but I feel like a lot of people are going to pull it for their fast blue mages. For, like in my case, I'm going to give it to Lind. And, you know, she already has magical no follow-up, mine does. So having guaranteed follow-up is kind of a waste, because you have no follow-up already. But it does give you a nice, I think it gives you damage reduction as well. So finally we're getting Arcane Blue Tome. So that's good. Can we get a Catria here? We get one. There we go. First one of the session. Windswept Knight Catria. So before we continue, I almost forgot. I'm going to be doing some Q&A session. I'm going to be doing answering some questions that people threw me on Twitter and on my Facebook group for Fire Emblem Heroes. So we're going to be starting with the Twitter questions. I know it's called X now. I'm not going to call it X. I refuse to call it X. But we'll start with those questions. But let me just check her IVs. Okay, minus speed, of course. We want plus speed because that's her super boon, I believe. So we'll just back out. But yeah, the first question is going to be from Paulus on Twitter, and they ask, if you can ban a character from ever getting another alt, who would it be? It's kind of, I mean, this is kind of a harsh question because I feel like, I don't know, I don't want to ban anyone from ever getting an alt. I mean, there's certain characters I definitely don't want getting alts anymore. So I guess in that perspective, it'd probably be Camilla. I'm not really a huge fan of Camilla. I think she gets more attention than she actually deserves. I mean, I understand she's super hot, but I don't know, like her being an Engage and everything, and over some other Fates characters, and you know, all the ults she has in Fate. I don't even know how many she has at this point, but it'd probably be Camilla. If I can actually ban a character from ever getting another alt, it'd be Camilla, because her fans, they're never going to starve, honestly. She has a lot. So We get another Catria. That's great. So that's the second one already. We're not even like, how many orbs have I used? I don't even know. Like 20. So that's cool. Pretty great start. So the next question is from my boy Draco Finn on Twitter. He asked, have you merged up or do you want to merge up any non-Arcanea characters, and if so, which ones? So yeah, I do have a lot of non-Arcanea characters merged up. Yes, the majority of them are Arcanea characters. I do have 95 or 94 plus 10. Sorry, got ahead of myself. If I do finish Catria here, it will be my 90. She will be my 95th plus 10. And the reason I have so many plus 10s is not because I whale, it's because I do hero merit grind a lot. And you see those 300,000 feathers on the top right. That's most of those are from hero merit grinding that I've been doing for the past week. So that's how I have so many plus 10s, and I can just show you them. So everybody from base Marth all the way down to Lena here are plus 10. So that's 94 currently right now, if I counted correctly last time I counted. So a lot of them are not Arcanea characters. You can see I have Black Knight, I've got Mass Marth, Rutger, Seliph, I have Male Morgan, Lena, I've got Donald, Valbar. So I have a lot. I mean, I'm not going to say every single one and show them all, but I do have a good amount of them that aren't Arcanea, even though Arcanea is my favorite, as some of you might know. And then he also said, do you want to merge up any non-Arcanea characters, and if so, which one? So currently right now it's going to be Citrine, because she only needs 2 more copies to plus 10. Whenever she returns, I'll try to finish her then. Citrine's one of my favorite mages in the series, and then also female Alir, who I actually went decently hard for on her legendary banner. Where is she? I can't find her. She's here somewhere. She's plus 2, I think. I ended up getting a good amount. I got really lucky on the legendary banner actually, because the green pool is so good. I can't find her. Where did she go? I think she's on one of these teams. Yeah, here she is. Plus 2 Alir. That's another character I want to plus 10, because I've actually warmed up a lot to Alir when her design dropped, or their design dropped. I was not really feeling it, but after playing Engage, you know, I warmed up to Alir a lot. I think they're a pretty great avatar character, honestly, and their design I've warmed up to as well. So Alir, I was like, I really like her playstyle. I like her build in general as a unit in this game for legendary Alir. So I was like, I want to try to merge her up. So now she's plus 2. So those are the units, and also Tea Time Tail 2, who also I'm waiting for to appear in the Grail shop. So those are the main units right now that are non-Arcanea that I'm trying to plus 10. So that is my answer to that. So thank you for the question, Dracofin. Next question is from, oh my goodness, I can't even get to the questions without getting another Catria. We get a third one, so we only need 8 more. I've barely done any summons, it feels like, but I'm not complaining. Minus speed again, but that's okay. We'll get a plus speed one eventually. So that is the third one. I got to keep track of all the Catrias I'm getting here, but going back to what I was saying, Rocket Gal on Twitter asks top 5 favorite non-Arcanea characters. So I kind of went over one of them already, or I guess 2 of them. I already mentioned them, Tail 2 and Citrine. I really love mage characters. A lot of my favorite characters are the girl mages. So Lind, May, Tail 2, Citrine. So Tail 2, Citrine, May. Those are 3 of their non-Arcanea. Lapis as well. And I know it's all girls, so I guess I'll throw in a male. Hector, I always liked Hector a lot. We get 3 bluestones, that's great. Hector is probably one of my favorite lords. I don't talk about him enough, I guess, but in FEH, I've never really tried to plus 10 him or anything, but he's one of my favorite lords. I like him a lot, and he's different than a lot. Oh my goodness. Another Catria, that's a 4th one. She's just showing up like crazy. She's like, I know you're an Arcanea fan, and we're talking about Arcanea questions, so she's showing up. This is awesome. So she's the 4th one. Is this a plus speed one? Dude, we're getting minus speed like crazy. She's like, I'll show up, but they'll come at a price. But yeah, those are my top 5 favorite non-Arcanea characters. But that's kind of a tough question because I love so many characters in Fire Emblem. So like Finn, for example, is another one that I really love. That's non-Arcanea. But yeah, those 5. So Tail 2, Citrine, May, Lapis, and Hector. You can also throw Tamara in there. I do like a lot of engaged characters, as you can tell probably. So thank you for the question, Rocket Gal. Next question is from Blue Streck, or Blue, I guess it's Blue Streck, hopefully I'm saying that right, on Twitter, and they ask, which weapon in FEH has your favorite design plus effect? Okay, so this is kind of tough because I don't always pay attention to the design of weapons sometimes. You know, I don't go into the, like the, what is that thing? The hall where you can just like put random weapons on your units. favorite design plus effect. I have an answer for this, and I definitely think it's Celestial Globe on my girl Kadean Lind. It's a really amazing weapon, of course, but it's also very unique looking. So let's just take a look at it real quick. For Celestial Globe. So there's Lind right here in the middle with Sarah. Of course, they both have those globes, and it looks like something from like a museum. It's really cool looking. So that's probably my favorite weapon, because there's no other weapon that's not even, doesn't even feel like a weapon, obviously. I mean, Faye has a lot of non-looking weapons, obviously, like food items and stuff, but the Celestial Globe is really cool. So that's probably my favorite design. I'm biased because it's Lind, but and just effect wise, like Celestial Globe is so darn good because it has no follow-up, which, I mean, no follow-up support's not super unique, but that's still amazing support, but it's the not being able to be slowed by terrain is really, really good. And it's H better now because of, you know, the terrain meta we're seemingly entering with, you know, Flared Sparrow and stuff, so she ignores those like it's nothing, and ignores trenches. So yeah, probably Celestial Globe is my favorite weapon in Fae in terms of design and effect. So thanks for the question, Blue Streck. Next question is from Nintendo Geek, and they ask, aside from Legendary Robin, what unit do you think was the biggest mistake to come to Fae? Alright, we get no blue stones here. I guess I'll pull green and maybe get Claude. But yeah, what unit do you think was the biggest mistake to come to Fae besides Legendary Robin? I kind of agree with that, because Legendary Robin is really, really obnoxious. He's one of those units I do not want to see at all, but he's really common because his support is insane. Grand strategy is just kind of dumb, and right now there's not really any direct counter to it. You know, just increasing the ceiling for tons of units is crazy, and he's just like all these side effects, and not side effects, I'm talking like it's a medicine, like the effects like no follow-up and all these crazy effects that we have, because obviously Fae's not only about stats, but when you're stacking that many stats, those effects might not even matter, you know what I mean, if someone's stacking up like plus 50 or higher stats, you know. So Legendary Robin is really, really obnoxious, so I agree with their question. So aside from Legendary Robin, but to answer it, who do you think was the biggest mistake to come to Fae? That's kind of tough because I do hate fighting a lot of units in Fae. If you play the game as long as I have and you play competitively, there's going to be units you just dread, right? But I was thinking of Brave Seliph because he's really annoying, but I kind of had a better time dealing with him as of late because I have Summer Ogma, and he's a really good counter to him, my plus 10 one. We got two Vanessas there, which was funny. But yeah, I think I would choose Fallen Maria, honestly. No blues will pull his red. Fallen Maria because even though I love Maria, she's just really annoying, and she's consistently on so many Aether Raids defense maps. And, you know, her Miracle is just really frustrating sometimes. And the fact that she can heal them, and she can also nuke really hard. So it's not like she's just supportive and she doesn't really do that much damage. She can nuke really, really hard. So yeah, Fallen Maria might be a mistake. I mean, I would never say an Arcanea ult's a mistake, but in terms of actually like annoyance, you know, if we're talking about Legendary Robin, I'd probably go with Fallen Maria. So that's my answer to that question, so thank you for that. We'll pull this, yeah, Kagera's on colorless, right? We'll pull, yeah, I want to go for Dagger. We can maybe get her here. So next question is from the Maple Knight, and they ask, when would you say was the best period, when would you say that was the best period of time for Fae meta / unit balance? So when do I think so they're asking what period of time in Fae was the best balanced time, I suppose. Alright, that's kind of a tough question because I've been playing since day one, and I'd say like the first few months at least, or maybe a year, I wasn't really playing Fae competitively. I was playing it pretty casually. You know, I didn't know how to save orbs at the time. You know, I wasn't really, like, I was playing arena, but I was just letting units die. I didn't really care. But I'd say the best period in terms of balance in the game, I mean, it's tough, but I'd probably say 2019 or 2020. The reason I'd give it to those is because, first of all, there was no Fallen Edelgard yet, and she was like the first really, really oppressive unit that everybody complained about, or most people complained about. There was no Note or Pathfinder shenanigans. There was no Miracle Cheese and weapons. There wasn't Legendary Robin. There wasn't even save skills yet. So I'd probably say 2019 or 2020. And I'm kind of biased towards 2020 Fae because that time was when Young Marth got his ult and the baby banners began, and that was a really, really fun time for me, personally. So yeah, I'd probably say 2019 or 2020 was the most balanced. I mean, you can argue the first 2 years, like 2017, 2018 were the most balanced. Maybe because there wasn't no skill inheritance and stuff and all the crazy skills now, but at the same time, like, units that came with skills had an edge, so it wasn't really that balanced. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of digging deep into archives to think, how it was back then. Because I obviously remember, but I don't really think of which year was the most balanced. I'm thinking of it in years, right? I'm not thinking of it in like months periods or weeks periods. But no Catria yet. We're at 3.75, and we got a lot at the beginning. So hopefully we can get one here. But yeah, I'd probably say 2019 or 2020 was the most balanced. That being said, though, I still enjoy FEH a lot, and I've been enjoying it every single year. But I did mention, 2020 FEH was one of the most fun times ever I've had in this game because of there was just a lot of great stuff going on with that young banner, and young Marth was just disgustingly good at the time. So yeah, that's my answer for that question. We get Foresight here. Okay. All right. I have you decently merged. I think you're like +2. You have a pretty decent refine. Not decent. It's pretty good, actually. So I'll take a merge on him. That's cool. Okay. All right. So thank you for that question, Maple Knight. Next question is from Liam Wood. And they ask, I know you're quite the Zelda fan, so here's one. What is your favorite Zelda? Maybe even a top 3. Okay, so yes, thank you for the Zelda question. Zelda is one of my favorite video game series of all time. It's pretty much the franchise I guess fell in love with first, besides like Smash. So Zelda, I was a Zelda fan before, a Fire Emblem fan, before a lot of franchises that I'm now invested in. We get another Catria. That's the 5th one or the 4th one? I've lost count. I should be keeping count. But yeah, top 3 Zelda games. It's kind of tough to say because I love a lot of Zelda games, but I know what my top 1 is, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon. So number 1 is Skyward Sword. It's my absolute favorite Zelda game. I can go into reasons why, but I would just be going on and on. But Skyward Sword is my first one, my top 1, number 1. Number 2 is Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom is my game of the year this year, and it has one of the best stories. Same with Skyward Sword. That's pretty much the reason those two are the top 2. And number 3 is Breath of the Wild, but just to keep it to one Zelda world, because Tears and Breath of the Wild are in the same world, I guess I'll replace Breath of the Wild with Twilight Princess as number 3 if I was just keeping it to one Zelda world. So yeah, that's my answer. Skyward Sword number 1, number 2 Tears of the Kingdom, and number 3 Breath of the Wild or Twilight Princess. I also love Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker. Those are also amazing games, but those are my top 3 for sure. So thank you, Liam, for the question. Next question is from my boy Cephas on Twitter, and he asks, what's your top 5 least favorite characters to fight in Smash Ultimate? Yeah, this question is also hard because I hate fighting a lot of characters in Smash Ultimate. If you guys watch my Smash videos, I have a lot of videos where I'm just like, I'll be like, shut up to this character because they're just so obnoxious. I mean, yes, it's also people's play styles, not just the character all the time. It's not only the character, but most of the time. So these characters I'm about to list, these characters I absolutely hate fighting the most. I mean, it's kind of, like I said, it's hard to say, so I'm leaving out a couple annoying characters, but these are my top 5 in no particular order. So Hero, Min Min, Sonic, Game & Watch, and Sora. So Hero because it's just a bunch of unpredictableness that you can't really control, and he's just really annoying to fight. And he can kill you in a blink of an eye. You can shield like a normal person, and then he breaks your shield and crits you with a forward smash, and you die at like 0. Min Min doesn't let you play the game because you really cannot get in at all. She's just gonna wall you out with her gigantic arms, and it's really, really frustrating. Sonic, because it's Sonic, he can just camp you out, and he has lagless and annoying long-reaching forward smash. And he's got a pretty good combo game as well for being so fast, and he's got good recovery, he's got good edge guarding. So Sonic's really obnoxious. And then Game & Watch because he's got lagless smash attacks, he's got an insane combo game, good recovery, and for me as a Marth main, it's kind of hard to hit him because he's such a flat character. So yeah, Game & Watch up there. And then Sora because he's just, if you've ever fought a good or bad Sora, it's just not a fun time. It's really not a fun time because he can just teleport everywhere. Not teleport, what am I talking about? His up B does like 6 swings, and it's hard to edge guard that. He's got projectiles that are annoying to get through. I don't know, just when I get hit by him, I feel super tilted like immediately just getting hit by anything that he does. So yeah, those are my top 5. Samus is also honorable mention. We get Catria again. That's like the 6th one at this point, so that's great. Pretty great so far. We've only used what? We used about 100, so we need what, 5 or 6. But yeah, those are my top 5 most annoying characters to fight, or least favorite characters to fight in Smash Ultimate. So thanks for that question, Zevis. He's a really good Bowser Jr. main and definitely gives me a challenge. So shout outs to you. All right, so those are pretty much all the Twitter questions. So now we'll move on to the Facebook questions that I have from the FEH Facebook group that I do manage. So the first question from Facebook is from Cedric, and they ask, who is your Dream Resplendent and with what outfit of what region? So I've kind of already answered this before in other summoning videos, but I guess I answered again. I don't even remember what I said last time. But May is definitely my most wanted Resplendent. She's my second favorite mage in the series, and it's criminal to me that she has nothing yet in this game except for her base version, obviously. She doesn't have an ult. She doesn't have a Resplendent. She has a duo. Oh my goodness, Gilliam? All right, Wolverine shows up uninvited. I mean, I'll take him. He's got great fodder. He's a great unit. He has that unique IO shield support. But that kind of breaks our pity rate, which kind of blows her at 4.25. I might just pull a Soul Circle because my rate is pretty high. But yeah, May is the Resplendent I want to see. And in terms of the outfit of what region or area, maybe Muspel or Jotunheimer, because yes, we get another Catria. That's like 7 now at this point, or 6 or 7. I gotta go back and count, but we're getting a good steady stream of Catrias here. I don't think I even checked to the other IVs, but I'll just pull the Soul Circle because why not? My rate's decently high. But yeah, Muspel because the fire would be funny because she's, you know, big herdy lightning and Bowie is about fire, so she'd be like, yeah, Bowie, I've done both. Oh my goodness. Dedue and Gilliam in the same circle? That's crazy, bro. 2 walls. I've had them before, and I'm not complaining because they do provide attack, defense, near save, so that's pretty amazing. It's off focus. I wish it was Claude, but you know, you can't complain, you can't pick and choose. We'll pull those colors here. I can't even like finish my sentences without people interrupting me. But yeah, Jotunheimer would be cool for May because I don't know, just being strong, that'd be kind of cool to see. But either way, no matter what outfit it is, I just hope she gets a Resplendent soon. But yeah, those are my answers, Muspel or Jotun. So thank you for the question, Cedric. Next question is from Liam on Facebook. What would be your absolute dream banner? What characters would appear? Who would be the demote? Who would be the star of the banner? So another question I've kind of answered before in other videos. We don't get Dagger here, unfortunately. We do get Tiki. Always love to see Tiki, but no Dagger. So pretty crazy circle. 30 summons in. I got another Catria, but no other units on the banner, unfortunately. But yeah, my dream banner is definitely a sports or basketball banner because I'm a huge basketball guy. I play basketball a lot, and it's my favorite sport, so I would love to see that, even though that's probably unlikely to ever happen. I don't think FEH's ever going to do a sports banner, but I can dream. It's a dream banner, right? And the units, I mean, I'm biased, so Lind, so she can dunk on Garnet one more time. The demote would be Marth, because I want him to have a strong demote alt, well, besides the young Marth, obviously, but make one that's a blue mage, even though that doesn't make any sense on a basketball banner. But I just want a mage Marth, just to have a ranged unit that isn't a bow armor. And the star of the banner would be a Zane and Loki harmonic, because I really want a Zane and Loki harmonic, because they're literally perfect. They've been in comics together. They're the best shapeshifters and tricksters in the series, so I don't see why FEH doesn't make that a thing. And, you know, maybe it's not the most fitting on a basketball banner, but they do tricks, right? In basketball, you know, it's about tricking people and outsmarting them as well, right? It's a strategy game, too, at the end of the day. So that'd be kind of cool. I just want a Zane or Loki harmonic. So if they were on that banner, on this theoretical sports banner, they would be the stars. So that's my answer to the question. But let me just count the Catrias. So yeah, I have 7 of them. So we only need 4 more. We're looking pretty good. So I'm just going to take a quick break, and I'll be back. All right, so back to the task at hand to try and get the last 4 Catrias, because I have 7 of them. So we just need 4 more, and hopefully one of them is plus speed, because none of the ones I pulled are plus speed, unfortunately. So yeah, I don't want to use Trade Fruit unless I have to. So hopefully we can get a plus speed. So let's go ahead and dive back in. So continuing off with the questions. Next question is from Brandon, and he asks, what is your favorite game that you played within the last year and why, and what characters or things about the game really stand out to you? So we get 3 blue stones. That's great. So this is a nice question because you know, if you guys don't know, I love a lot of other games besides just Fire Emblem and Smash. So even though that's the main thing I post on the channel, I also play a lot of other games. And, you know, I'm looking forward to a lot of games as well, like Spider-Man 2. But to answer your question, within the last year, if you're talking about 2023 or within the last year, like also counting, I guess, part of last year, then I guess I don't know what you're asking. So I'll say within the last year. I'll just keep it within 2023. So what's your favorite game that you played within the last year, and why, and what characters or things about the game really stand out to you? So I mentioned it kind of earlier with the Zelda question. Tears of the Kingdom is my game of the year, but I already talked about it. So I will go with Final Fantasy 16. That game is incredible. It's one of my favorite Final Fantasy games. I haven't played as many Final Fantasy games yet. I have like 5 or 6 under my belt right now, but yeah, Final Fantasy 16 is just amazing. If Tears of the Kingdom didn't exist, it might have been my game of the year, honestly. I know it's a bit controversial. Some people hate it, some people love it. I'm in the love it side, and it's just has an amazing cast of characters, amazing voice acting. It has one of the like best lore I've ever seen in a game. Oh my goodness, we get Brave Hector. Wow. This is my second Brave Hector ever, because he was my free pull on Choose Your Legends 2, and he came home a second time, so that's a merge. But yeah, Final Fantasy 16 has one of the best lore in gaming, in my opinion, especially because you can access a ton of it in the game. Like a lot of times with certain games, like they have rich lore, right? But sometimes it's kind of hard to understand it, and you have to look up certain things, or like Ultimedia guides, like guides in general, right? When 16, a lot of it is in just the game, and they have like a place where you can just read about it, which is really cool. And they just dropped like an Ultimania as well that has even more, and I think it's like 700 pages worth of stuff. So yeah, 16 is just incredible. The story was really good, even though I think some parts are a little questionable. It's just an amazing story, and Final Fantasy is a really good series for that. They do a really good job at making you think after the credits roll, because the stories hit hard, really hard. It's one of my couple of my favorite stories ever are from Final Fantasy. So yeah, I'll go with Final Fantasy 16 as my favorite game this year. I mean, Tears as well, but I'll go with Final Fantasy 16. I can't even say the word. And also the soundtrack's incredible. It's one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard in a video game, and also one of the best bosses ever. Like the collection of bosses in the game are just, man, it's peak. It literally is peak. Like I can't think of a game besides maybe like Yakuza that has as many hype and incredible boss fights. So yeah, that's my answer to the question. So thank you, Brandon, for that one. Next question is Etno on Facebook, and they ask, what drives you to consistently play this game? What is your opinion on the current state of the game? What are some things you'd like to see in future updates? And also, what skills are you planning to give Catria? I'm thinking of double attack speed catch, brash assault, and guidance 4. So yeah, I think I'm going to be using guidance 4 as well, maybe Arcane Nastrond. I wanted to give her Dark Bow to make her just like pure player phase, but I fortunately can't give her Flash Sparrow. I think I mentioned that in the beginning of the video. Wow, no blues. I'll pull this red. But there's a lot of build options you can give her. You can also give her Whitecap Bow. But I'm thinking I'm just going to keep her default bow because it's really good. No follow-up and no panic is great. But yeah, back to the first part of the question, because this is several questions. What drives you to consistently play the game? So obviously it's the love of Fire Emblem. You know, I'm a longtime Fire Emblem fan, and that's obvious. But also it's the consistent art. It's the consistent content that this game gets, and I enjoy the gameplay so much, and all the art, of course, obviously. Not so much the story. I don't play FEH for the story. But yeah, it's basically the art and gameplay that really brings me back. And the gameplay is so deep if you do play competitively. This game is really deep. Like the builds you can do, there's so many options now, more than ever, and it's going to continue to grow. So FEH is it's a really deep game that I just love playing, and for those reasons I said. And what's my opinion on the current state of the game? It's a bit crazy, honestly. I think they need to chill with the power creep. I think power creep is going a little too fast, no pun intended, with speed creep and everything. So like the game has just progressed so much that like it's kind of hard for newer players to get into the game and like keep up and catch on. I mean, you can definitely still pick up this game and, you know, start playing competitively, but like with how the game is, so, you know, things take time, like weapon refines and grail units getting to the shop, you know, it's a, you know, phase of time investment if you're really going to be playing this game for a long time. So it's kind of harder for newer players, so I kind of wish it was a little bit more friendly towards them. What I want to see for future updates, I like to see 5 skill inheritance slots. We don't have enough skill inheritance slots, especially with all the tier 4s coming out. Really need at least 5. Another one thing that I've wanted for a long time is the ability to show teams instead of just one lead unit. So if you go to like the friend list, right, so you can see yourself and all your friends, right? And they just have the lead unit. But instead of just one, there should be like an arrow showing their team, like a team of 4. That would be really awesome to just show off, more units besides just the lead unit. And I think that's just something simple that they can implement, but they've never done it. Maybe they've just never thought of it. But I think that's a brilliant idea to just have, because it could make it more fun to just show off your units, and that would be really cool. And then also a real-time co-op mode. We have real-time PvP, but a real-time co-op mode with your friends would be really fun. Not sure exactly what kind of mode it would be or what you do, but I think that has potential. So that is my answer to the question. Let me check if did I miss any questions in it? No, I don't think I did. So yeah, thank you @no for the question. And we're near the spark. We get Benny. No Catrias so far, since I don't think we pulled any Catrias after the 7th one. So yeah, we're at 350. Almost to the spark. Pull this one blue, yeah. So after this, I will spark. Do I spark Dagger or Claude? Because unfortunately, I didn't get them. I got the Dew and Gilliam instead. We get Marcia. Another one of my favorite Pegasus Knights, but you're not Catria. Yeah, so we're at the spark here. Let's go ahead. Oh, this is tough. I don't know who to spark. I really don't know. They're all really great units. Amazing art. Do I get her? Or I think I'm gonna get Claude just for the fodder, man. I think Claude will do me better in the long run. Even though I do like Dagger a lot as well, but I think I'll put Claude. So we'll go ahead and spark him. I love how he has a pinwheel, and it's like such a deadly weapon. And when I first saw him, I was like, you can't fool me, man. You're hiding a Korok in there. I know a Korok puzzle when I see one. But there is Golden Breeze Claude. Looking good. Yep. Okay, so we'll go ahead. I mean, I'm going to use him maybe a little bit. Obviously, I'm going to HM grind him, but I may fodder him for attack speed prime. All right, so let's keep going. We're at 349. Doesn't look like we're going to get the last 4 copies before 300. That was what I was kind of aiming for, but we are almost at the focus charge, which is kind of cool. But let me go ahead and continue with the last question I want to go with today. It's from Jemmy the Spy. Great friend of mine, fellow Matthew Stan, not fellow, Matthew Stan. She's really dedicated to Matthew, and I really hope he gets an alt sometime soon. But she asks, do you have any pets? And if so, what kind and what are their names? So, and she also says good luck with your summon. So thank you. It's going decently well so far. So do I have any pets? Yes, I have one, and he's a dog. His name is Mason. He is a white Maltese poodle, I believe. Yeah, I know he's a poodle. He's a really small dog, but yeah, he's my boy. He's my son. He's my brother. One of my best friends. I mean, I think if you have a pet, if you have a dog, chances are they're one of your best friends, and he's just my boy. He is rowdy sometimes, but he's a great dog. He's really friendly, really sweet when he's not trying to bark at people. He doesn't bite though that much, and he also doesn't shed, which is good. He's like scientifically bred to not shed or whatever. But yeah, that's my dog. His name is Mason, and he's a white poodle. So thank you for the question. And yeah, that's pretty much all of them. I think I've answered all of them that I wanted to. So thank you everyone for the question. If I skipped one of yours, I apologize, but there was a lot. But I basically just went through the ones that I think were most realistic to answer, or the ones I think that was the most fun to answer. So all right, we're not getting any Catrias, unfortunately. We might have to dip below 300. Looks like it. Rate is building up. It started off so well, but now it's kind of Catria's bringing us back down to earth here. Getting Jagan. All right, come on. There we go. Okay, so that's the 8th one, so we just need 3 more. Can this one be plus speed? No, minus attack. I mean, if I have to use trait fruit, I'll do it, but preferably I save those for like real units and whatnot. So let's go ahead and get another one right here. No smoke, of course not. We get Donnie. But yeah, it does kind of suck that I'm like using my orbs on this banner, because there is, Goto's coming back next month, or the end of this month. And then there's of course the Halloween banners. And are they doing the Ninja banner again? I'm pretty sure they are, right? Because they did the Ninja banner last year. And the Ninja banner could have someone I really like on it. Who knows? Like Ninja May, that would be amazing. Like if you're gonna, no, actually Halloween May I think is better than a Ninja May. I've always said May should have a costume with an extra dragon to scare Bowie. That would be really funny. But yeah, hopefully May gets an alt. If not this year, then early next year. I really hope. We get Reinhardt. We're at 4% now. Yeah, so we're definitely going below 300 orbs. Unfortunately, she's not showing up as often as she was at the beginning. But that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. We get Tail 2. Really happy she got that tea time ult. It's really, really great. And I can't wait to merge her up. Okay, yeah, 4%. Are we going to get another Gilliam? Who knows? Okay, I'm kind of scared now because there's no blues. Do I go for another Claude? Let's go for another Claude. If he breaks my pity here, I don't mind. Okay, we get Flyer Nino. Or Ascended Nino. Not really, but if this alt was dropped, you know, today, then this might be Ascended Nino. Okay, so she's plus attack. I think I have her like +1 merge. She's decent. Her refine's okay. Her weapon's okay. All right, 1 blue stone. Yeah, so we're below 300, unfortunately. So, I mean, it's still looking good, right? Because I think the average for this is like 300 to 400. So we're doing pretty good, all things considered. It's just I wish she was showing up like she was at the beginning. Okay, so we get 2 blue stones here. Finally, feels like forever since we got more than 1. We get base Catria. Tell your Wind Tribe version to show up. Tell yourself to show up. We get a Boro. I hope she gets a Resplendent too, because Oboro is one of the Faith characters I really liked. I really like her design. I think she's really underrated. She doesn't get enough attention. Okay, no blue stones again. We'll go for the green. If we can get another Claude, that'd be kind of cool. We get Wrath. Okay. Alright, so yeah, 280 now. 3 blues. This has to have 1 Catria, please. At least 1. We just need 3 more. Come on, game. Fila, no. Please reconsider, Fila. But I was also thinking for Catria's build to maybe give her Remote Sparrow and Brash Assault, but it's also gives you a guaranteed follow-up, which kind of is not... Okay, there we go. We get another one. Great. She heard me talking about building her. Brash Assault 4 and Remote Sparrow from Summer Shamir, because I have a spare one, but... I don't know. What I'm definitely going to do, though, is give her Guidance 4 and Attack Speed Unity, and the Arcane Bow from Tana, because I pulled a couple ones from the Legendary Banner. So that'd be fun to have, because I don't have a unit that's highly invested with Guidance 4 yet, and I've never really had the fun of those movement shenanigans. This is 1 plus speed? Jeez, a bunch of mine has attack. Crazy. No plus speed, so we just need... Let me double check. We just need how many Catrias now? We have 1, 2... Let me look at rarity. 1, 2, 3, 4... So 9. So we just need 2 more. So yeah, 2 more to go, and we'll be home free. 450% is crazy. Can we go ahead and break this? If I can get a 5-star one, I don't mind, because, you know, we'll be able to save some feathers. No. I really kind of wish Merrick was here. That'd be kind of cool as well. You know, if it wasn't Catria, maybe Merrick, because he is a Wind Mage. He's like the original Wind Mage. And him being on a Wind Tribe banner would be kind of fitting for him, but you know, Catria, of course, being more popular, got the nod. Okay, we get a 5-star one. There we go. I was just talking about her being 5-star, and she showed up as a 5-star. Really cool. So we just need 1 more, and I guess I'll pull the greens because my rate is so high. Might as well. Maybe get a Claude here. Oh my goodness, yes. Yes. Another Claude. That's really good. Now I kind of wish I sparked Dagger, but it is what it is. It was minus attack. Maybe we get a 3rd Claude, you know. You never know. Maybe get a 3rd one. And we get Merrick. I was just talking about my boy, and he showed up. I see you, Merrick. But yeah, we definitely could use a Merrick alt. You know, Lynn just got one. Last time he got one was his young version, I think. So Merrick alt would be cool. But can we get another Claude here? We get Sonya. That is not bad at all. She's a baddie, so I'll take her. Mine's like +2. So I'm kind of glad I pulled for these greens, and I'll pull the last stone as well, because again my rate is pretty high. So pretty crazy circle with 3 5-stars technically. We got an extra Claude, which is great, so now I don't have to I could just give Brave Marth attack speed prime right now without HM grinding, so that's great. Alright, so pretty great circle at 450. We just need one more. Is this one plus speed? This one's plus attack, but we need plus speed because of the speed super boon. Yeah, we need to expand the barracks or take people out. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright. So just one more until my 90. Actually, I need to do some more. One more until 95th plus 10. Don't know who's going to be my 100th because I know some people ask me, you know, are you planning anyone for the 100th? And no, I'm not really planning anyone. It's just whoever it is, because I never know if they're going to drop an alt of one of my favorite characters. And in this case, they dropped one for Catria. So there goes to show. So let's go ahead and create these guys' manuals. And then a couple more. I don't think I sent any Catria. Oh, it doesn't matter because none of them are really IVs I want. None of them are plus speed, dude. It's crazy. I can't believe I didn't get a single plus speed copy. This happened to me when I plus 10'd Halloween Zane. I didn't get a plus HP copy the entire time, and I had to use trade fruits on him. All right, so can we get the last Catria here? That'd be pretty great. We get smoke. Yes, we do get her. Very cool. Very, very cool. Right on cue. Right on cute, because your art is very cute. Windswept Knight. As a Pegasus Knight, I know how precious the wind is, of course. And I will enjoy the festival with gratitude in mind and Marth in mind. This one's plus speed. Yes, the last one is plus speed. That's amazing. There you go. There you go, Catria. That's what I like to see. Should I pull the red just in case? I don't really. Should I? I'm kind of tempted, but I have no rate. Might as well. I have orbs to spare. Let's see if I can get a dagger here, and then whatever happens after this, I'll be quitting regardless. We do get smoke, we get a dagger, we get Self. But happily we got the last Catria. I'm just going to double check, of course, after this to make sure I got 11 of them. But yeah, so that is the summons, guys. Thank you for the questions, because that really helps, of course, with the monotonous summoning session sometimes. Wow! Male Shez, what? Wow, okay, I wish you were dagger, but I'll take you. You have pretty good fodder. You're a pretty good unit. What's your fodder again? Bulwark, I think? Yeah, and Oath 4. Oath 4 is always good. That's crazy. Okay, I'm kind of glad I pulled these reds then, but I wish it was dagger. Kind of wish I sparked her at this point because we did get that other Claude, but hey. We get another Self. Okay, so yeah, no reason to pull that other blue. I mean, maybe I could pull it for like another unit? Or just to... Okay, so she has catch 3 at 4-star. Okay, that's really good. Maybe I can pull another one just to have a catch 3, you know? Maybe. Okay, I don't know what is happening with my phone right now. Hold on. It just froze. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. My phone was stuck loading because of my internet, but now we're back. I thought that was the last Catria, but I actually need one more. Now that I've actually went back and counted them, I need one more, unless I accidentally sent one home or created a manual of it, but I checked the manuals and I don't see any other Catria. So I actually need one more. So that is a mistake on my part. I need one more copy for the plus 10 because you need 11 copies, right? So the last one, the last Catria that I got was a plus speed one, so that's great. I don't have to worry about, you know, using trade fruits on her. So we'll go ahead and try and get the last Catria, and that Sheds that I pulled actually filled my focus charge. So you know, maybe we'll get Catria here just here and now because my focus charge is filled up. Nope, we get Sully. I'm kind of hoping that I can somehow get Dagger here with the focus charge, but I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, we just need one more Catria. I did miscount there, so that's my bad. Needed the last copy. We get Florina, wrong flyer. Hopefully this doesn't take too long, because I want to be able to get out of here with the most amount of orders possible. And it would suck to just blow more than needed for the last copy. We get Ferdinand, okay. Okay. I'm kind of tempted to pull the red, honestly, but we'll keep going. We'll only pull red if I have to. Okay, 2 blue stones. 650 right now for the 5-star or the focus unit. Okay. Come on, Catria, come on. Just one more. We just need one more copy. Come on. Can't be that hard. Focus charge is filled. Okay. 2 blue stones. We get Est. Tell your sister to show up, Est, please. Right here. This would be fitting. Come on, right here. Nope, Effie. Darn. Okay, this is... Alright, I'm getting kind of nervous because this is taking more orbs than I'd like. We're below 200 now. So it's taken over 300 orbs. I mean, that's about the average, I'd say. And sometimes it could take 400. I think it took me 400 for Halloween Naga, if I remember correctly. So hopefully it doesn't take another 80 or 90. Okay, we get Brave Elliewood. That's crazy. Ellie good. I'll take you because I have you decently merged. I picked up your Forma. You're a pretty good Lance Cavalier. So that's a free merge, but still no Catria in sight. Come on, girl. Come on. We just need one more so I can finally start merging you. And you're going to be so fun to use in Tempest. There we go. There we go. And she's 4-star. Alright, cool, cool. But now my focus charge is filled. I'm just tempted to like break my rate. I might have to do this off screen if we don't get it here. We'll pull this red because I want to get Dagger. Can Dagger show up right here? That would be amazing if I can get it right here. Please. We have the focus charge filled up. Yes! She listened to me. Awesome. Yes, 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 yes. Bluster Princess Dagger. Let's go. It's super funny because like in the paralog, she kind of tells Claude like, you're too small because like Dagger's gigantic, you know. They're Jotun hybrid giants, so I think she forgets how big she is. But there she is. I should have read her text. Okay, this one's minus defense plus res. At least it's not minus attack or minus speed. But there she is. We use the focus charge, and does it still count if I pull this green and this colorless? Will I still have a chance to get them? I don't know. I don't know how it works, but let me see. A couple orbs won't hurt. Let me see if I can get. Okay, we get Saul. But yeah, we do get Dagger, so that's amazing. So I got 3 out of the 4 units on the banner, except for Kagero, but I wasn't really aiming for her anyway. We got 2 Claude, 11 Catria, and 1 Dagger to boot. So that's amazing. We get Faye for the last summon. So let me just check what IV this Catria is. Okay, another minus attack one. And Brave Elliewood to boot, too, as well. And that's plus attack, so that's cool. Alright, so that is the summoning session. I finally got the last Catria I needed. So in all, it took, we started with 528. It took about 350 orbs, so not too shabby. Could have been worse, could have been better, for sure. But you know, she was showing up. I was really thinking it was going to take a little bit less than it did because she was showing up a lot at the beginning. But you know, it's blue. It's the summoning pool. You know, there's so many units in the summoning pool now. God knows how long it's going to take me to get enough Lapis copies. But yeah, that is all the Catria. That should be all of them. We got 1 5-star one. And then that's 1. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that is all the Catria. I'll go ahead and merge her. I guess I'll do it right now. I have to unlock all their potential first. I'll do this off screen real quick because it's going to take a minute. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, so now I'm going to merge the last Catria for the plus 10, but I actually did miscount, and I made a mistake, and I actually did have enough Catria copies, so I didn't have to go for that last one. Because I actually made one of them a manual. I guess I might have fat-fingered it, and I just misclicked. So yeah, that was an oversight on my part, but it's okay because I was able to get Dagger and make use of that focus charge. It only took, what, 30 extra orbs or so? Not too much. So, and we also got that Brave Elliewood as well. So I don't regret it. It's just, I guess I'll save this last one for, you know, her bow or catch fodder. So it's not really a big deal, but I did miscount there. That's my bad. But yeah, we'll go ahead and merge the last Catria for the plus 10. I went with plus speed, of course, because that's her super boon. And the last one, the actual last one, was the plus speed copy. So we'll go ahead and finish the plus 10 Wind Tribe Catria for my 95th plus 10. So there we go. She's complete. She's amazing. Can't wait to build her up. I'm not going to do it right here in this video, but I'll probably just drop a picture once she's done, you know, she's finished and built up. And the cool thing is, too, is like, even though her bow's really good with no follow-up, I can afford to use other bows because that don't have no follow-up, because I use Kade and Lind, and she has the no follow-up support, which is amazing. So but for now, I'll probably just offer this bow, refine it for, you know, divine for refining stones and stuff, or for divine dew, sorry. But yeah, that's Catria for the plus 10. Gonna obviously have to level her up and stuff and give her a build But yeah, that is the summoning video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully your summons were as fun and as lucky as mine. I mean, it was, you know, it was not too bad. It wasn't too good either, I'd say. I mean, I did get two. I mean, it was pretty good. I got 2 Claws, 1 from the Spark. I got Dagger from the Focus Charge. But it could have definitely taken less orbs, and I kind of took more because I miscounted it and forgot about this Catria that actually turned into a manual, so that was my bad. But yeah, hopefully your summons were good. I know a lot of people aren't going to be summoning on this banner because either don't like the theme or, and again, these characters I mentioned in my reaction video, but a lot of these characters already have alts. Actually, all of them already have alts, so that also might not be enticing. But the fodder's pretty good. But especially the fact that this banner just dropped after Choose Your Legend, so everyone, you know, a lot of people's orbs are burnt out after that banner. But I had to go for the plus 10 Catria, man. She's my favorite white wing, and I'm happy she got this cute alt that's a demote, and it's gonna be fun to use her as a blue bow. Like I mentioned earlier, probably gonna give her guidance 4 for the shenanigans and stuff. But yep, that's the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and you know, hopefully your summons were great, or if you're not summoning, hopefully you get your saving skills are good, because it's hard to save orbs in FEH, man. It's really hard to save these days, at least for me. But yeah, that's the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Please stay safe out there. Peace out.